get a chance to see the sun setting on top. It looked beautiful.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna get started.
I am Dark Valentine!
And I'm Poppy Valentine!
Who's ready to see some magic?
My dad just wants to make me assistant manager.
You're his daughter, and the only Valentine, besides him, still at the circus who's even capable of running something like this.
What do you want?
To help. Honest. Just that.
Were you running around with someone?
What is this actually about? You don't like that I take some time to myself every once in a while?
I must sound super stupid right now.
Not stupid. Just complex.
Are you asking how we'd live our lives if we didn't live in the circus?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, who knows, right?
Now what? Food? Food.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today we are really excited to have with us director M. Johnson and leading actress playing Poppy Valentine in the new movie Balloon Animal, Katherine Waddell. Is that right? Did I say? Or is
It's
it Waddell? Waddell.
It's okay.
Okay. That's the kind of thing I should ask beforehand. So
It's all right. It's all right.
no. So why don't you why don't you tell us about this movie so that people who haven't seen it yet, and obviously the majority of them haven't seen it because it doesn't come out to April 7th.
So it's a coming of age drama about a girl who grows up on her family's traveling circus and then hits a crossroads where she doesn't know if she wants to take over that family business or if she wants to strike out on her own. And Katherine plays Poppy, who is the lead. And it's, takes place in a circus. A lot of people think it's going to be a heavily circus movie, but it is the backdrop, but that's kind of just what it is. And it really focuses on the characters within the circus and the ones that she meets outside of the circus. And it's like a character-driven piece, basically.
Yeah, and they're good characters, and so that really helps move the story along. They're really good characters, and Poppy among them is a very, very good character. Katherine, why don't you talk a little bit about playing that character so that people can get kind of inside your head there?
Yeah, so I think Poppy is someone that we can sort of all relate to in a way that her the journey and the path that she's on right now is probably familiar to a lot of people, and that's the journey of, how do I put myself first? When should I put myself first? And where am I going in this life? And, she is 24 in the movie, but we call it coming of age because I think that's a topic that is sort of universal at any age, is like, when do I strike out on my own and what's next for me? And I just, I think she's interesting. I love playing her. Em wrote the script and I edited alongside her. So I had a lot of time to think about her, embody her, get to know her. Em and I did this wonderful, wonderful exercise one day where we sat down for like 4 hours and we came up with her backstory, from everything like her favorite food to music to what was her first sexual experience like. So she's like a friend to me.
So, follow up, what is Poppy's favorite band?
Cure.
The
Did you say The
Cure?
Cure?
The Cure.
Nice.
You can't really go wrong with that answer. That's just a great answer. I mean, Robert Smith, who doesn't love that? No, this movie is really, really gorgeous. Like the way you shot this, and some of your decisions and angles, they had to have been all well thought out or well put together. Did you storyboard? Was that a decision you made? What's going on there? And then with the cinematography, Megan Stacy, your DP, how did that work to get this thing looking as good as it does?
Um, whenever I'm writing, I am such a visual person, so I end up thinking a lot about how it's visually going to look in my writing. And so when we started reaching out to DPs and thinking about the storyboarding process, I had a really like nice idea of how I wanted this whole film to look. And going to film school obviously helped with the basics of it, where you're like, okay, I know what types of shots I should be getting for each scene. But working with Megan was so rewarding because she is such a talented individual, and we just worked really well. We were very collaborative. We listened to each other, and she understood what I was going for in like making this circus seem dreary and not appealing, but making that town seem a little more promising and lively. We just saw each other like on the same page the entire time when we were discussing, and we hung out a lot in pre-pro, planning how certain shots were going to go, because there were some difficult shots in this, like the magic show, how we wanted that to flow, that opening-ish shot where she's walking through the circus. A lot of these things required a little bit of choreography and planning, and so we were able to meet multiple times prior to production actually starting, and really just making sure that we were on the same page so that when we got on set, it wasn't like, so what do we do?
Yeah, at least had a plan. That goes further than I can ever imagine. I don't ever have a plan, so that's good.
I can like, I'm not a big planner either, so it's nice to be with someone that is.
That's good. Now, I wanted to mention, you said that this was a coming of age story, and I do think that the self-discovery and the existentialism is really, really heavy in this movie. But you mentioned that you thought that, she's 24, but I think that that's definitely a place that you can have self-discovery. Is there a little bit of biography in there? Is there a little bit of biographical stuff going on there with Poppy and the self-discovery at 24?
I mean, I think I don't know, throughout my life at least, I've definitely changed my mind or felt different passions that I was inclined to go after, um, even as a 30-year-old, which I am now. So it's one of those things where you're not like putting pressure on teenagers, for instance, to have everything figured out and to know what you're doing at 18 is such a heavy weight. And so I like to play around with people that maybe don't have it figured out at 18, and they are 30 or they are 40 and they're still figuring things out, because you're allowed to, you know, figure things out later in life. You don't have to have it, that set plan right when you like enter adulthood. So I think it's personal for me a little bit. Also because I'm a late bloomer in the film industry. I don't know if Katherine feels that way, but I know for me it's personal.
Well, follow-up question. Is it the same for you? That's a pretty easy
I'm
one.
sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm always self-discovering. Like I never feel like I kind of have it figured out. There's always something new that comes my way or some new challenge. I talk about it with my therapist a lot, actually, where I'm like, when am I going to feel like an adult? Because in my mind, I just turned 30. People in their 30s are adults, but I don't feel like one.
Are we?
Um, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be. I pay taxes, so that doesn't get more adult than that. But yeah, so I think I relate to her in the sense of like life is constantly moving and changing, and what should I do next, and how can I do right by myself?
I love that. It's funny because you guys mentioned that like we should be adults and all that. And it's Boz Luhrmann, I think, said it best in 1999 when he said, "Don't feel guilty if you don't know what to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most
Yeah.
interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't." And I think that that's the best way I can encompass this character that from my perspective and when I was watching the film, I always thought about that. I was like, she doesn't know, but she doesn't have to know. So great
Yeah.
job with that, guys. You guys really nailed that. I think that's amazing. I
It's
have two. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say it's just really like it's one chapter. Like this movie, we've always said it's like you are stopping in for 1 week. And so who knows what happens after,
Yeah, a month from then or 2 months from then, who knows? I wanted to ask you guys two fun questions that I ask every guest that I have the pleasure of having with me. The first one, pretty easy. Who are some people you guys look up to, whether that be in the business or in your personal life? Who are some people that you look to and that inspire you?
Um, well, Catherine inspires me. She is such a hard worker. She really, has a plan all the time, even though she might think she doesn't. To me, who doesn't plan very much, she always has her, stuff together. And sometimes I feel like I'm slacking because she'll be like, "We have this and this and this to do," and I'm like, "Yeah, we do have this and this and this to do. Thank you for reminding me." And so I definitely look up to her and her abilities to just have her head on her shoulders at all times, even in the most stressful of weeks and months. And then probably like maybe in the industry, I definitely I definitely love Greta Gerwig, which we all know. But I feel like like her films just speak to me. How the dialogue is written, it's so natural and authentic, and she's not afraid to show the ugliness in characters too, which I appreciate as well. And she's also a female director, which you can't get better than that. So I think those would be two people that I can mention right now.
I love that answer, and we're really going to get a challenge on that realistic dialogue with Greta's next film because it's a doll.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Oh,
I really
first in
haven't seen
line.
anything about it. So I'm just like, let's go. I need to know.
I will be first in line for the Barbie movie. First and
So good.
foremost, I will be the first one in line because Lady Bird's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. And her Little Women is good too. Catherine,
Mhm.
who are some inspirations for you?
Well, I'm going to piggyback, and I've actually talked to Emma about this, but Emma is someone so I'm very business orientated. I'm a Capricorn. I'm very logic orientated. And I think one of my weaknesses,
He's like, I don't know what that means.
well, for those listening, they'll get it. But I sometimes feel like I struggle with bringing out my creative side. And I feel like that comes really naturally to her and really easily. And I've said this to her for years, like she does inspire me to try my best to draw out my creative side. Almost in like a healthy, jealous way, in the sense of like when I see M do something cool, I also want to do something cool, So it's like she is inspo for my life. And I would say in the same way that I look up to a lot of female filmmakers in the industry as well, Mindy Kaling, Olivia Wilde, Reese Witherspoon, Greta Gerwig, who are kind of going out of their way to back up their words when they talk about women in the industry, and they're making it like a point to make women-centric content. And that's something that Em and I are also trying to do and want to be successful at. So I admire them a lot.
I can tell you there's a lot of really great independent women filmmakers coming up here that I've had the chance to talk to throughout the years, and look forward to more women empowered films and more women driven films, because I feel like women make great stories about whatever they want, but they do it even better when they're about women. Because
Yeah,
they,
that's
you
true.
know, they can relate and it's easier. See, us dudes, we just need to keep our hands off those things. Let y'all do it. Just let we'll make dude movies like with like stuff blown up.
Oh my dude movies.
Yeah, dude, it's about two dudes just like chilling. That's a dude movie.
Very, very Pineapple Express of you,
I mean,
two
it's a
dudes
dude
chilling.
movie. Yeah, that's a pretty. I mean, ladies like it too, but it's a pretty dude movie.
It is. It's
love
a
it.
dude movie.
Yeah, it's such a good dude movie. Now, this next question is really fun, but it's also really, really hard. And Catherine's dying now. See, I saw her laughing over there. So this one's easy. You are not allowed to watch anything else but two movies for the rest of your life. What two are you picking and why? You're welcome.
Okay, well, number one, Zoolander. Zoolander is the best movie of all time. It's funny. I can watch it a million times. I know the lines by heart. It is a brilliant plot. And every actor is just phenomenal. So that is one that I could just watch for the rest of my life, no problems. And then I think if I was gonna choose something like more real, I guess, at like ones that I'm like, I need to take a break from it, but I really, really liked it. I would say Moonlight, because
Oof.
Moonlight, when it came out, was so different and such a great like I don't know, Barry Jenkins is just such a great storyteller. It was just so phenomenal and like life changing when I saw it. And it's definitely on my list of like favorite movies, but it's hard to watch because it's so real and it's so difficult, the story, but it's gorgeous. It's beautifully shot. It's gorgeously colored. The acting is freaking amazing. It's top tier for me, which is why it won the Oscar. It's top tier.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Moonlight. That's a great pick. I mean, you can't go wrong with Barry Jenkins. Ever.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Great pick. I like that one. But Catherine, what you got for me?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the first Lord of the Rings. I'm a big, yeah. Director's extended cut. And then I think for like a palate cleanser or just for something fun, I would go with The Internship. I just watched that for like the first time a couple of months ago. My boyfriend showed it to me, and like I am someone who likes watching light stuff as well, just like I said, like a palate cleanser. So I think with my choices, I get the best of both worlds, where like I get my amazing sci-fi, not sci-fi, but like fantasy, amazing performances, deep stuff, and then I can laugh my ass off at The Internship.
Good choice.
I like those choices. Those are very solid choices. Way better than mine.
Wait, what are yours? You have to tell now.
Come on. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
It's a good one.
That was on my list. That was like a runner-up.
And It Happened One Night.
I've never seen that.
What?
What is it? Is it funny?
Okay,
is it bad?
It created the romantic comedy essentially. It's oh my god, 1934. Claudette Colbert, Clark Gable being super handsome.
It Happened One Night. Okay.
Yeah, Frank Capra directs it. You have to see this movie. Do you like romantic comedies?
I mean, they're okay. I can like struggle through them. They're okay.
So none of them would exist without this movie. Also, we're talking about winning Oscars. It won every Oscar in 1935. Every single one.
Oh wow.
Weird.
Wow.
There were only like 6.
Okay, it's on my list. So. I mean, true. You're right. I'll put it on my list though.
No, it should be at the top. It's amazing. It's I can literally quote it. But yes, I can also quote Zoolander. So with you on that one.
Come on. That's a phenomenal film.
It was a gasoline fighting incident. Every time. I'm dead.
That was really good. The accent.
Thank you.
That you just did was really good.
Thank you.
Or dialect, whatever he has.
Of course. It's his voice. How are
It's
they
really
supposed to
good.
go to school when they can't fit in it? Oh no, so good. I love Zoolander. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. I love
Oh
Zoolander.
my god, it's so good.
Yes, yes.
So good.
That's years of hard work, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Okay, years of watching that movie back and forward. Love it. No, so I'm gonna before I let you go, I'm gonna have you do a quick elevator pitch for why people should check out your new film. You have 30 seconds each. Go.
Catherine, go.
Okay, you should watch Balloon Animal, which comes out April 7th on Amazon, Vudu, and cable, because you are supporting indie filmmakers, female filmmakers. It is a beautiful movie. We literally have been in 26 film festivals. We have won over 10 awards. Our DP won a $65,000 camera package from the Arizona International Film Festival. So that should tell you how dope the movie looks. It is a movie that everyone can enjoy. It is slice of life. It is beautiful and fun. And yes, watch it.
Okay. You should watch Balloon Animal because Balloon Animal hits all the major emotional points that you want in a drama. You have love and romance, you have family issues, you have independence and happiness in that, and you have great friendships. It's it encompasses everything that you could want, and it is a universal topic that even though it's about a girl that grows up in the circus, her struggles are just like everybody else's, and so you will be able to relate to them in some capacity. Not to mention it's gorgeously shot. It is well acted and well directed. So definitely hop on over to Amazon and give it a watch.
Yes, you guys should definitely watch Balloon Animal just because Catherine and him said so. That's all I said. That's
I
to the
agree.
point. There you go. To the point. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been M. Johnson and Katherine Waddell. Got it right there. Second time. Check out Balloon Animal when it does come out on April 7th. I mean, it's on Amazon. It's literally one button. You just push it and the movie shows up and you get to watch it. Also, you said Arizona Film Festival. Go Devils, because I went to ASU. So
Woo!
yay. With that, okay, bye. But I'm not gonna hang up.
Bye.